If your cat sleeps on your chest, they're trying to tell you this. Only 8% do. When your cat sleeps on your chest, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Yes, it feels sweet, warm, almost like they're just looking for the most comfortable place in the house. But behind that closeness, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally vulnerable things your cat can do. And if you misunderstand it, which most owners do, you might completely miss what they're trying to tell you about how they see you. Because out of millions of cats living with humans, only a small percentage consistently choose this spot: your chest, your heartbeat, your breathing. Let's start with what that quiet moment really means. Have you ever noticed how deliberate your cat is when they climb onto your chest? They don't just flop down randomly, they circle, they adjust, they press their paws carefully. Most people assume it's just because you're warm, and warmth is part of it. But here's what's actually happening. Cats are extremely strategic sleepers. In the wild, sleeping in the wrong place can mean death. Predators attack when animals are vulnerable, so cats instinctively choose locations that give them safety and awareness. Your chest is different. When your cat settles there, they're choosing a place where they can feel your breathing, hear your heartbeat, and sense your body movement. Think about that for a second. They are placing themselves directly on top of the largest moving part of your body while you sleep, which means they are trusting that you will not harm them. And by the way, if your cat ever presses their paw gently against your chest before lying down, don't brush it off. We'll come back to what that really means later, because it reveals something most owners never realize. Now, here's where science makes this moment even more meaningful. A 2019 study from the University of Lincoln that focused on feline attachment behavior found that many cats show secure bonding patterns similar to infants with caregivers. Researchers observed that cats seek proximity to humans who provide emotional safety, not just food. But there's something even more fascinating. Your chest produces a rhythmic sound and vibration. Your heartbeat. And animal cognition research shows that rhythmic sounds trigger powerful comfort responses in mammals. Why? Because for kittens, the very first safe place in life is next to their mother's chest. They grow up listening to her heartbeat, feeling her breathing. Your cat might be an adult now, but that memory is still wired deep inside their nervous system. So, when your cat sleeps on your chest, your body is recreating the safest environment they've ever known. What makes this even more meaningful is that they could choose many warm places, but they choose the one that sounds like home. Now, here's something most people don't realize. When your cat lies on your chest, they're not just resting, they're marking you. Cats have scent glands in several parts of their body: their cheeks, forehead, chin, and even their paws. When they knead your chest, rub their face against you, or settle their chin on you, they're leaving invisible pheromones behind. These chemical signals are how cats communicate ownership and safety. Researchers who study feline behavior call this social scent marking. But emotionally, it means something much simpler. Your cat is claiming you, not like territory, like family. Think about that for a second. To your cat, you are not just the person who fills the food bowl, you are part of their safe zone, their social group, their colony. And when they sleep on your chest, they're reinforcing that bond. And hey, if this makes sense to you, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat lovers who actually want to understand what their cat is really saying. And here's where it gets even more powerful. Domestic cats may live in our homes, but their instincts were shaped thousands of years ago. In the wild, kittens survive by staying physically close to their mother and litter mates. Body contact means warmth, protection, safety from predators. Behavioral scientists studying wild cat colonies have observed that young cats pile together while sleeping because separation increases vulnerability. But adult cats rarely sleep directly on top of another adult unless there is deep social trust. So, when your cat climbs onto your chest, they're not just looking for comfort. They are recreating a survival behavior that normally only happens inside the safest group possible, their family. Which means your cat doesn't see you as just another creature in the house. They see you as part of their inner circle, and that's something cats don't give easily. Have you ever wondered why your cat chooses your chest, but not someone else's? Maybe there are other people in your home. Maybe someone else feeds them. Maybe someone else plays with them. But they still come to you. Here's what's actually happening. Cats are highly selective about vulnerability. Unlike dogs, cats don't spread affection equally across everyone in their environment. They choose. Animal behavior studies consistently show that cats form primary social bonds with one or two humans based on predictability, calm energy, and trust. That means when your cat chooses your chest as their sleeping place, it's not random, it's selective. They are choosing the person whose presence regulates their stress levels, the person whose smell, voice, and movement patterns feel safest. Think about that. In a world that feels huge and unpredictable to a small animal, you are the place where their nervous system relaxes. Now, let's talk about the part most cat owners never realize. Remember earlier when I mentioned that gentle paw press cats sometimes do before lying down? This is what I was talking about. That small movement is a form of vulnerability testing. Your cat is checking your reaction. They press gently, they pause, they wait. If your body remains calm, they settle. If you move suddenly or push them away, they leave. Researchers who study feline body language describe this as micro-trust testing. Cats constantly evaluate whether a situation is safe before committing to rest. And resting directly on your chest is one of the most vulnerable positions they can take. Your hands are right there. Your movement could disturb them. Your breathing shifts their balance, yet they stay, because they've decided something important. You are safe enough to sleep on. Think about that for a second. Cats are animals built to survive by staying alert. But when they sleep on your chest, they are choosing to turn that instinct off. Just for you. 7. When this behavior suddenly stops. Now, here's something important. If your cat regularly sleeps on your chest and suddenly stops, don't ignore it. Cats rarely change bonding behaviors without a reason. Sometimes it's small. A new smell on your clothes, a change in your sleeping routine, stress in the environment. But in some cases, sudden distance can signal discomfort or illness. Studies on domestic cat behavior show that changes in social sleeping habits are often one of the earliest signs that something feels wrong in a cat's environment or body. So, if the ritual disappears overnight, pay attention. Watch their eating, their grooming, their energy levels. Because the absence of closeness can be a message too. So, when your cat sleeps on your chest, what are they really saying? They're not just looking for a warm place. They're not just being affectionate. They're recreating the safest memory their body knows. The sound of a heartbeat, the rhythm of breathing, the feeling of being protected. That's not a random habit. That's trust. Deep, instinct-level trust. And that quiet moment when they curl up on your chest and fall asleep. It was never small to them. And it shouldn't be small to you either.